Good morning. The time is now 9:01 a.m. I want to go ahead and call to order a special called meeting of the Cobb County Board of Elections and Registration. I'm Tori Silas presiding, and at this time, I invite all those willing and able to rise with me to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have one item. Good morning, Director Paul. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Excellent. We just want to be certain. Good morning to you. Want to be certain we could hear you as well, and you're coming in loud and clear. The first item, only item on the agenda, is a public hearing that we will have with respect to a temporary polling location change for Charlotte Falls precinct on for the June 17th special primary election and any potential runoff, which would be held on July 15th, 2025. Director Fall, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Thank you. I'm going to share my screen so we can look at the map while we're talking about this location change.
Excellent.
So unfortunately, right after we voted on all of the other relocations, we were notified by a school that they will be closed over the summer due to complete HVAC renovations and that the building will be uninhabitable for the summer elections. So luckily we have another precinct just 0.5 miles away. So we're looking at relocating Shallowford Falls 01, which has 3,292 active voters, to co-locate with Hightower 01, which is this blue dot here, and that they have 4,070 active registered voters. So again, just 0.5 miles from Shallowford Falls Elementary School. This is temporary just for June and July. We'll be back in Shallowford Falls Elementary School. That is one of the schools we'll be remaining in moving forward with our school partners.
Thank you for that. That was going to be one of my questions, whether this is one of the schools we were trying to get out of. So thank you for that information. I'm sorry, if you'll just repeat, what is the current number of active voters assigned to the elementary school, to Shallowford Falls Elementary School?
At the top of the map, it shows the active voters for Shallowford Falls, 3,292. And then the co-location is down at the bottom.
Yeah, I saw the co-location. I didn't see just the fine print up at the top. So sorry about that. I don't have any other questions. Does anyone on the board have questions?
I just was curious about the communication plan for these voters.
Yes, so we have the postcards already in production for the other locations that we've done. And we have these in production being held until this vote is taking place. And then we're going to deposit the postage check today and then get those postcards dropped either this afternoon or Monday.
Great, so these won't be delayed.
No, they'll be part of the group of all the others. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Okay.
And then of course the signage as well will be located at the Shallowford Falls Elementary School as well.
And then obviously you'll follow the same process that you described with regard to the other co-located precincts, in as much that they'll be voters will use the same equipment, but obviously there'll be separate scanners.
Correct.
Okay. Any additional questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. I don't believe that there is anyone here to make public comment, but definitely want to call for it. Okay. You have anything, Mr.?
No.
Okay. All right. Hearing no further comments, I will entertain a motion to approve the the co-location of Shallowford Falls 01 with Hightower 01 to be located at Shallowford Church for the June 17th, 2025 special primary and any potential July 15th special primary runoff.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Bruning. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded to approve the proposed temporary polling relocation. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The motion passes unanimously. In noting the vote, you'll note Debbie Fisher is present, but doesn't count as part of a quorum because we have a quorum here. And then note that Ms. Effort was not present. Okay. So the motion passes unanimously. The next item on the agenda, board member comments?
Nope.
No? Okay. I do have one question. I reached out to others on the board, but since we're here, I just wanted to clarify. Earlier in the week, there was a report about the BOC taking a vote with regard to precinct cards. And that's not in addition to, or to approve dollars and monies that were spent on cards that were previously mailed. That's not an additional amount to the contingency or the budget that was already approved, or is it?
That's correct. The BOC has to approve any purchase over $100,000.
Okay.
And so that's why they had to, it was actually a ratification of previous action
That's what-
for that, but it was covered in our contingency fund. So it wasn't an ask for additional budget dollars.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And Ms. Mossbacher board member Mossbacher was right on. We just wish that they would use the proper language, ratification, as opposed to
Right.
approval. But at any rate, that's all I have on that. Any other board member comments?
No.
Mr. White, need for executive session?
Not today.
Okay, excellent. Well, we'll note that our marathon of meetings in 2025 continues. We will have 3 meetings in June, that being our election night meeting, which will be held here in the elections office on June 17th, our pre-certification meeting held on that Friday, June 20th, also here at the election office, and then our regular / certification meeting held on June 23rd to be held at 100 Cherokee. So with that, if there's nothing further, I adjourn the meeting at 9:07.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks. Safe travels.
Thank you.